Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Premiere Next. In this video you are going to get all the information related to the latest updates of The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2. Ending explanation of The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2. The Lincoln Lawyer has returned to Netflix after a one-month break to finish the major case from Season 2. In brief, this season, Mickey Haller has been in the spotlight as he takes on a high-profile murder case in which LA chef Lisa Trammell is accused of killing Mitchell Bondurant, a major real estate tycoon. Haller is an idealistic criminal defense attorney, a fan of automobile brands, and a part-time foodie. As a result of Lisa's activism in opposition to Bondurant's attempts to gentrify the area where her restaurant and home are located, Bondurant issues her with a restraining order. However, this order is swiftly revoked when Bondurant, whoopsie, passes away. Mickey, who first met Lisa while eating at her restaurant, put a halt to the sexy business in order to handle her legal matters when she used food as foreplay. The evidence is stacked against Lisa. In the second part of the season, Lisa's own missing hammer is discovered to have been the murder weapon, and her gardening gloves contain Bondurant's blood on them. Additionally, she isn't helping herself by always acting very guilty whenever Mickey brings up hidden keepers and buried bodies. Nevertheless, Mickey's strategy is to pin the crime on a different potential suspect, Alex Grant, the son of an Armenian mob boss who also had a vendetta against Bondurant. WHO was Mitchell Bondurant's killer? Surprise, Lisa Trammell wasn't there. Hey, Mickey's client is innocent, so that's fantastic. The Haller team realizes that all the evidence points to Walter Kim as Bondurant's killer in the penultimate episode when Lisa's employee Renee identifies him as the health department inspector who visited the restaurant the day before Lisa was arrested and had access to her gardening tools. They already knew that Kim was accepting payments from everyone's favorite Armenian gangster Alex Grant to have permits for his building projects authorized, but they didn't realize that those bribes meant that Bondurant was also threatening Kim when he threatened Grant with federal legal action. Grant's courier company van being there at the scene suggests that Kim was hired by Grant to assassinate Bondurant, though we never find out for sure. In the climactic episode, we find out that one of Kim's telescoping inspector tools was missing a piece of broken glass that matched the one at the scene of Bondurant's murder. This is the same kind of tool that would have allowed Kim to force Bondurant to look up at the ceiling, allowing him to smash his head in with that hammer. In the climactic episode, we find out that one of Kim's telescoping inspector tools was missing a piece of broken glass that matched the one at the scene of Bondurant's murder. This is the same kind of tool that would have allowed Kim to force Bondurant to look up at the ceiling, allowing him to smash his head in with that hammer. Walter Kim so murdered Bondurant. Mickey and Lisa are unfortunate since Walter Kim has passed away. That must be awful for him as well. Grant obviously had Kim slain in order to silence him, so Mickey, who had already rested the defense's case, is unable to summon Kim back to the witness stand and reopen the case. All Mickey has left to defend his client now, despite the fresh, overwhelming evidence, is his closing remarks. Does Mickey succeed in court? Of course he does. This is Mickey Haller. Mickey is a drama-loving man who also enjoys octopus dumplings. In his closing remarks, he emphasizes the facts that Alex Grant had a motive for the crime and appeared to be concealing something, that all of the blood evidence pointed directly at Lisa, and that neither the police nor the prosecution investigated any other suspect. Lisa Trammell is found not guilty by the court because there is enough evidence to support Mickey's side of the story. In order to celebrate, Mickey has his client fire him so he may have more sex with her. He also accepts a #1 lawyer mug from Andy Freeman, the opposition attorney and fantastic sparring partner. Do anyone wish to practice law for this reason? Review of The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2. Even if the season as a whole is uneven, Part 2 of this season is a significant improvement over Part 1 and can still be enjoyed on its own. These episodes have a lot more energy than the prior ones had. The pace of the episodes reflects that. The most of the action takes place in the courtroom, and thanks to the performers, it is consistently interesting. The directors returned to the format that was so successful in the first season, outlining their strategies in detail without behaving as though the audience were little kids. Simply put, it keeps the audience interested and makes the situation more fascinating. Once more, the writers and directors have decided to include a rushed storyline about Mickey's past addictions. It is brought up, made to seem like a potential issue, and then silently dismissed. Either they ought to have disregarded it or made it more effectively. Mickey is surrounded by a fantastic cast of characters, and while they all do their parts, it would be nice if they received more focus on their own stories. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates related to upcoming movies and series. Related to